Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to Start Waveski Surfing. In this video, I want to show you how to do repairs on your board when it's got small rips. There are a few rips on my board, mostly at the strip that goes around my board. I want to repair it before the rips get bigger. I'm curious to see if the repairs will also stop my board from leaking, because now after every session, when I turn my board over and I open the valve plug, easily half a liter of water is running out. So it isn't easy to determine which rip causes the leak. So I'm gonna cure all the rips and see what happens. So what do we need for this job? We got a paper towel, we got a degreaser, sanding paper grit 150, masking tape, gloves, damp mask, a brush, and the resin. First thing you do is surround the spots you're going to work on to do a clean job. I use masking tape, which you also use when you're doing a paint job outside. The next thing to do is sanding the spot with soft sanding paper. I used grit 150. I did it slightly because I didn't want to ruin the blue paint too much. Next step is cleaning the spot with a degreaser. Actually, the advice is to use acetone, but I didn't have that at that moment, so I used a regular degreaser, which worked fine. Tip for applying the acetone or another degreaser. When you're applying it, don't use a circular motion, because what you're doing then is moving the acetone around on a spot you want to clean. What you have to do is make a wiping motion. You wipe the acetone over the spot, and so that way you are cleaning the spot. And are you ready to apply the resin? I used top coat. It comes with a hardener which makes the resin harden out faster. Go to a surf shop, kayak shop, boat shop, or wherever they have the knowledge to give you good advice about the product you need. With a brush you're putting it on spots. Do your best to stay between the lines of your masking tape to prevent gluing your masking tape on your board. Also, wear the correct damp mask. There's a classification table to divide the different levels of protection that the mask gives. What you need is a level FFP3. If it's an occasional job, you don't need the most expensive mask, but make sure you have level FFP3 to do this job. The toxic damp coming up from the resin really shocked me, to be honest. I started doing the repairs inside, but in a group ventilated room, but with a damp mask level FFP2. And when I opened the can, the toxic damp coming up from the resin really took my breath. Nothing bad happened. I didn't faint or anything, but well, something happened. Something changed. Now with one snap on my fingers, I'm holding a glass of water in my hands. It's like a superpower. Well, of all superpowers, I'm glad to have this one. Well, enough with the silliness and back to the topic. After that, I did the rest of the job outside with a damp mask level FFP3. And there was a big difference and worked a lot better. Okay, so you're ready with putting the resin on and leave it out to dry for a few hours. The time needed to dry depends a bit on the product you're using and the temperature outside. If there's some masking tape glued under the resin, you can cut it loose using a sharp Stanley knife. Be careful doing this, and don't try to not scratch your board too much. And if the top coat is too thick or you need to flatten out the sharp edges, use your sanding paper again. So I'm back from the beach, and before, when I turned my board over after a session, the water was running out, and let's see what happens now. Dry, dry, dry. Not any drip coming out of the board. Fantastic. I'm satisfied. Job well done.